Hey guys, welcome to another how-to video with Matt. Today I'm going to show you how to make this mountain scenery art decor piece right here, guys. But first, you're going to need a few things. Alright guys, to get started, you will need to get yourself a miter saw that can cut angles like 45s and 55s and stuff. You need to get yourself a tape measure, a pen or pencil to make marks with. You're going to need to get yourself an air brad nailer with an air compressor. You need some wood clamps, some 2x2 lumber. You need to get yourself some brown or any color choice stain that you like. And you need to get yourself some white paint. It can be spray paint or brush on, doesn't matter. So let's go over the cut sheet. You're going to need to start off with two cut at 17.5 inches with 50-degree angle cuts on both ends, guys. That's going to look just like this right here. That's 50-degree angle on that side. And if you're laying your board, you just want to pull down 17.5 to your bottom mark right here. From this towel point to this point is 17.5, and cut you another 50-degree angle. You want to go ahead and do two of those. That's going to give you our top of our mountain peak right there, guys. Alright, so our next cut needs to have two at 9.5 with 50-degree angle cuts on both ends also, and that'll look just like this right here, guys. See, when you cut them off right there, you want to make sure that it's 9.5 from here to here, or you can just go ahead and cut 145 and pull 7.25, mark it and slice there if it makes it easier for you guys out there. But you want to make sure you have two of those that are 9.5 inches long each, and that'll be our next piece that goes just like these right there in our piece. So let's go for our next cut. Alright, so the next cut we're going to do is two at 9 3/4 with a 50-degree angle cut on one end, and we need a 45-degree cut on the other end. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like, guys. This right here is our two pieces. As you can see, on one end right here we got 50-degree angle cut. Then we pull back our tape measure to 9 3/4 down here on the bottom line right here, and then we switch it over to a 45-degree cut, guys. So take a look at that right there. That's what you need to have going across from this point to this point. One end needs to be 50-degree angle. Pull your tape down to 9 3/4, make your mark, and then cut it with a 45-degree angle. So do that 2 times just like that. Also, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and mark on the ends which angle that is. Like the 45-degree angle on this one is going to be facing down when we put the piece together, and the 50-degree angle on this side right here will be facing up when we put our pieces together. And for our last and final cut, guys, you want to make it 51 1/8, and you want to have 45-degree angle on each end, which means you want one to be going this way on one end, and then at 51 1/8 going that way, you want it to be going this way at the other end. So make sure your 45-degree angles are opposite on those ends. Alright, so we got all of our pieces cut, so let's go ahead and get this thing built and put together. So what I want to do is start by taking my two longest pieces that I have, and I want to join them together just like that right there. Now you may or may not need to get wood clamps out to clamp these together, but I don't think I'm going to need them. I'm just going to go ahead and shoot one brad in there and one right in here. Alright, so there is the top of our mountain piece right there. So what we want to do now is take our two shorter pieces that we got, right? Both of these are 50-degree angles. You want to line one side up just like that right there. Go ahead and shoot you some brads in there. Alright, then you want to go ahead and do the exact same thing on this side. Get them nice and lined up. And shoot you some brads. So that's what we got going so far. So now we need a little bigger area to put our next pieces on. So let's go to the ground, guys. Alright, so the next thing that I want to do is go ahead and nail on my shorter pieces, the middle size pieces that we got, guys. And like I said, we labeled them 45s on one end and 50s on the other end. Your 50s are what's going to go onto here. So we need to just go ahead, line one side up just like this right here, and go ahead and shoot us some brads in there. Alright, so we got that side. Now we need to go ahead and come over to this side and do the same thing. Make sure you got your 50-degree angle marked right there, guys. You want to make sure that that's the one that you got lined up. So go ahead and line that up nice and tight, and shoot you a few brads in there also. Alright guys, so the last thing we need to put on is our base bottom piece right here. So we just need to get it lined up right here with our 45-degree cut on this end right here. I like to go ahead and just put a clamp on that to keep it nice and tight, and then I'm just going to go ahead and shoot a few brads into it on the side right here. Alright, now we're going to go and go to the other side. Alright, so now I'm just going to come over to the other side and do the exact same thing. Clamp it down nice and flush and shoot some brads into it also. Alright, and then you just want to go over the entire piece and all your joints, make sure everything's nice and tight. And if it's a little loose or something, you can just try shooting some more brads right into it. Should straighten it out right and good and nice. Alright, so let's go to the next step, guys. Alright, so now that we got everything built and it's nice and tight, nice and sturdy, what I want to do is just take me some brown right here. This is basically, it's called Jacob Bean by Minwax right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and coat just about all of it except for near the tops. I'll leave blank right there because we're going to spray paint those white, and you can use brush on paint for this also. But what I'm going to do is just put my vinyl gloves on like I did and just go ahead and stain this entire piece. And like I said, when I get over here to the tops of each of the mountain peaks, I'll probably just come back about 2 inches to an inch or so and not stain that right there, just to help with the white paint. Alright, so we just want to go over the entire piece real quick with your stain and let that dry for a few hours. Then we'll come back and we'll spray paint our white on, guys. Alright, so now that we got our piece all stained and it's dried real nice, what we're going to do is take some white spray paint. We're going to spray these tips up top, guys, and give it a little snow effect right here. We're going to go real heavy on the top, real quick, just go around it. And if you did like me, what I did is I saved some for the top too, for the sides. Just want to get it real heavy, like some really blanketed snow on the top part right there. Alright, so what I want to do now is make sure it's got all the wood covered up that didn't get covered. Alright, so those are all bolted out, so now what I want to do is give it a little mist near the top, guys. Just a little mist, a quick little... Alright guys, so as you can see, everything has dried, even the white paint's now dry, so you can just stick it up just like that and check it out. And then the best thing to do with these is to hang them up on a wall somewhere. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so there you go. We got it hanging up on the wall now. So there is our mountain art piece that we've done today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful week. Peace.